Alright, in this video we're going to review how to factor using the difference of cubes. And so we can use the difference of cubes when we have two terms that can both be cubed. And these are the three problems we'll be going over. So to start off, we'll do a pretty easy problem. So x cubed plus 125. So you'll notice in this problem right here, both terms can be cubed. We have the x cubed and the 125. And so we're actually going to write it down so that each term is to the third power. So we have x to the third plus 5 to the third. So it's the same thing, we're just rewriting it. And so now this is where this formula that I wrote at the top comes in handy. So the x is going to be our a, and the 5 is going to be our b. So right in this first part right here, we have a plus b, so that's just going to be x plus 5. And in the second part, we have a squared, so just the first term squared, which is x squared, a times b, so x times 5, which is just 5x, and then we have the last term squared, so 5 squared, which is just going to be 25. And so for the signs, a way to remember this is SOAP, same, opposite, always positive. And what that means is that, I already wrote it here, but this first symbol right here is going to be the same as the one in the original problem. So it's going to be a plus. The second term is going to be the opposite of the original term, which would be a negative. And the third one, always positive, it's always going to be positive. So we'll put a plus down like that. And that's our solution. And so for the next problem, the concept is the same. We're going to do 8x cubed minus 64. And so in this problem, once again, we have two terms that are the cube of something. And so for that first term, that would be 2x. So we're going to write that as 2x cubed. And for the second term, it's going to be negative 4. Because 4 cubed is 64. Alright. And so now it's the same as before. Once again, referring back to our formula, so 2x is a and 4 is b. It's going to be 2x plus, or sorry, we'll worry about the signs later. So we're going to have 2x and then 4. And then we're going to have a squared, so the first term squared, which is going to be 4x squared. A times b, so that's going to be 8x. And then the last term, b squared, so just 4 squared, that's going to be 16. And so now we need to put our signs in, and once again we can just refer back to the SOAP acronym, same, opposite, always positive. So the first term here, we have a negative, and we want the same sign here, so it's going to be negative. Opposite, so the opposite of a negative is a positive. So our second sign right here is going to be a positive. Oops, I cut that off. Second sign right there is going to be a positive. And then for the last one, it's always positive. So you write a plus right there. And that's going to be our solution. So for our last problem, we have 24x to the fourth minus 192x. And so when you're factoring, So this is actually a difference of cubes problem, but it might not look like one straight away. So if you're not sure how else to factor this, something you can do. So in this problem, we could factor out a 3x. And then you'll notice we are actually left with, inside of the parentheses, we are actually left with the difference of cube problems, which is the same, a difference of cubes problem, which is the same one we did before. And so we can just factor the inside, and it'll be 3x times our answer here. So that's always something important to look for with difference of cubes.